Good evening, sir. I am John Henry C. Saavedra. I pursued a master's degree in public administration to deepen my understanding of governance and develop my leadership and management skills. I believe this program will help me grow professionally and enable me to provide better, more efficient, and more responsive public service to the community. So today I will be discussing Module 6, Applied Psychology and Governance, with focus on how psychological insights can improve leadership, employees' motivation, and organizational effectiveness in public institution. So unsa man gyud na ang psychology sa governance. So, psychology is not only about understanding emotions or behavior to public administration. It helps leader understand people better, improve communication, motivate employees, and deliver better public service. So, learning objectives. At the end of this presentation, we should be able to define applied psychology and governance, explain the importance of psychology in public administration, identify different leadership models, understand behavioral tools used in government organizations, applied psychological principles in public institutions. So I hope we will understand that good governance starts with understanding people. So what is psychology and governance? Applied psychology, practical application of psychology to solve real life problem, helps improve leadership, decision making, promotes employees motivation, enhance organizational performance. In governance, it helps government leaders understand employee behavior, public behavior, communication, motivation, conflict management. So, simple example, kung ang empleyado ma-feel niya nga appreciated or respected siya. So, mas motivated yun na siya mo trabaho. So, as a result, mas maayo gyud ang serbisyo nga mahatag niya sa publiko. So, importance of applied psychology. Why is it important? Uh, Improves leadership. So, kung ang leader makaila sa strength o weakness sa iyang employees, so mas dali niya sila mag-guide o ma-develop. Then, next is motivates employees. So, kung motivated ang empleyado, dili lang maayo ang performance, mas happy pa gyud sila sa ilang trabaho. Then next is enhanced communication. As we all know, communication is the key. Kung klaro ang communication, gamay ang misunderstandings o mas lig-on ang teamwork. Then improves decision making. Psychology helps leader make decisions that are logical, ethical, and based on evidence, not emotions alone. Then last is the improves public service delivery. So happy employees usually provide faster, friendlier, and more efficient services. So maubitaw nga naay kasabihan nga happy employees create happy citizens. So next is the leadership models. Common leadership styles, transformational leadership, uh, inspires employees, encourage innovation, builds trust. So these leaders inspires employees to do more than what what is expected. Then second is the transactional leadership, rewards good performance, focuses on roles and accountability. So this leadership focuses on rules, rewards, and discipline. Kung maayo ang performance, adunay reward nga ihatag. Kung adunay violation, adunay correction. So simple siya pero effective especially sa organization nga kinahanglan og clear rules. Then next is the servant leadership. Employees come first, empathy and support. So as the name suggests, the leader serves first. So instead nga siya ang unahon, ang iyang employee ang priority. So the leader listens, supports, and helps employees grow. So result, higher job satisfaction, loyalty, and a positive working environment. Then fourth is the democratic leadership. Encourages participation, team decision making. This leadership style encourages participation, meaning dili lang ang boss ang mo decide. Employees are also given the opportunity to share ang ilang mga ideas. So, ang advantage ani kay daghan og creative solutions ug mas committed ang team. The fifth is the autocratic leadership. So, fast decision making, uh, best during emergencies. So, these leadership styles allow the leaders to make decisions alone. Normally, dili ni permi gamiton, pero useful ni mga during ng mga emergencies or mga crisis. So, for example, naibagyo, earthquake, or emergency response. There is no time for kanang long meetings. Quick decision making are necessary. So, next is the behavioral tools. Uh, these are techniques leaders use to influence uh, positive behavior among employees. So first is the motivation. Motivation is the drive that pushes people to achieve goals. These are two types. Um, Intrinsic motivation. So this comes from within, serving people because you genuinely want to help. So the next one is the extrinsic motivation. This comes from the outside rewards like salary, promotion, bonuses, or recognition. Then next is the emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence or EQ is the ability to understand and manage emotions. It includes self-awareness, self-control, empathy, motivation, or social skills. So a leader with high IQ knows how to stay calm under pressure and solve conflicts peacefully. So sa Bisaya pa, dili dali masuko, dali makasabot. Then next is the positive reinforcement and feedback. So rewarding employees for good performance, example, recognition, certificates, promotion, incentives. Uh, so people are more likely to repeat good performance. So if they feel appreciated, mao na nga bisan simple nga good job or thank you, dako kayo na nag-impact. So next is the constructive feedback. Respectful, timely, specific helps employees improve. So feedback helps employees improve. Good feedback should be specific, respectful, timely, and solution oriented. So instead of criticizing people, guide them on how they can improve themselves. So, pwede sad, team building activities strengthens trust and cooperation. So, example, uh, trainings, workshops, and group activities. Benefits include better communication, stronger teamwork, and higher productivity. Because at the end of the day, teamwork makes the dream work. Next is the application in public institutions. Government agencies can apply psychology by encouraging teamwork, recognizing employees' achievements, providing leadership trainings, managing workplace stress, promoting open communication, listening to employees' feedback. So if a government employees are happy, so motivated and mentally healthy, so citizens will also receive uh, better public service. Then next is the key takeaways. So remember, psychology improves governance, good leadership motivates employees, different situations require different leadership styles, behavioral tools can improve organizational performance, better employees lead to better public service. So applied psychology helps improve leadership and organizational performance. So different leadership models fit different situations. So behavioral tools like motivation, emotional intelligence, positive reinforcement, feedback, and teamwork improves employees' performance. So most importantly, understanding people leads to better governance. Then next is the conclusion. So conclusion, applied psychology helps government leaders understanding people, improve decision making, motivate employees, and strengthen teamwork. By applying leadership models and behavioral tools into institutions, become more effective, efficient, and responsive to the needs of the people. So, applied psychology plays an important role in governance because government is all about serving people. If leaders understand human behavior, they can motivate employees make better decisions, build a positive working environment. As future public administrators, our goal is not only to become good managers, but also compassionate leaders who inspires people and provide quality public service. So, maulan to ang akong report, sir. So, thank you for listening and God bless us all.